Is this move going to be easy? Oh God. It's moving day! Today we are moving out of my junior and senior year college apartment to go to my next apartment for my master's year. I'm so excited, and if you saw in the last two videos, basically I went through my entire closet and cleaned out a bunch of clothes, and then in the last video I basically filmed me packing up all of my big artwork on the wall, like the things that you can see behind me. I also packed up all my books and went through those and my trinkets, so if you're interested to see any of those things, go check it out. And then today we're doing a lot more stuff because I have to pack up my entire apartment. So that means basically packing up all my plants, everything from the living room, the kitchen, my bedroom, my rugs, anything you can think of. We're packing it up and we're moving it out. So come along with me in this video. I can't wait to take you along with me, and yeah, let's go move out. Okay, I'm about to take my second trip back to Birmingham. It's Wednesday now. I'm going home for my grandma's birthday, and it's time to take this plant, whatever her name is. I haven't named her. But the problem is, so this has like some space for like extra water, and I haven't watered her all week to try to dry her out. But I forgot there's a little bit of water like down here. So I'm gonna have to like take her onto the porch and pour that out, which is like honestly mildly terrifying, but hopefully we can do it. Good enough, don't you think? Okay, now that she's free of water, we're gonna take her downstairs. And I have this. We're taking her out on this thing with wheels. So let's get it. She is on there. Probably not very secure, but we're gonna do our best. Whoa. Okay. Okay, I'm also gonna be taking my chair and this little table because I don't need them anymore for the rest of the week, so. See you guys at your new home. And then I'm also gonna take this tall lamp out of my bedroom. Let's see if I can lift her up. Because I already have one, so I'll be fine in the next couple of nights. And I'll take this girl home. And then my trusty fan, which I will be fine without, but my boyfriend will be sad to miss. All right, taking load number 2 to Birmingham. Honestly, I have less things than I had anticipated or thought to bring, but I'm honestly out of time and I have got to get home now. Okay, so I took a break to go get some dinner and now I'm back, and my plan now is that I'm taking out the few clothes that I'm gonna need tomorrow and then Saturday, because Saturday's actually the day that I move out of this apartment. So I'm gonna take those clothes out, and then I'm gonna start packing my things in their designated categories of keeping for the new apartment, staying at my house at home until I know if I wanna keep it or not, and then going. So yeah, now I'm gonna be packing. that is my closet all cleaned out, separated, and put away. The next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and get some trash bags to bag all the clothes up, to put them in my car to take home. All right, guys, I have returned with the black garbage bags, so I'm ready to basically do all the clothes that are in these black hangers, which are the ones that I'm bringing to my new apartment. And I'm gonna do those first, and then I'm gonna do the wooden hangers, which are the clothes that I am leaving at home and not taking to my new apartment. This trash bag trick is really great if you're moving short distances, because you can just put your clothes while they're still on the hanger in these trash bags. Then when you go somewhere, you can just put those hangers right onto the rack in your new closet, and there you go, you're all done. It's a super easy hack, and I've done it for every single move since I learned about it. Okay, that's the dresses done, and business casual done, my t-shirts, and now time for the sweatshirts and sweaters. That's heavy too. Okay, these are all the clothes that I am taking with me. Now I'm gonna put the other ones in the closet so I can put them on hangers. Okay, I finished putting everything in the garbage bags, so let's take a look. They are all lined up, so these are all of my hanging clothes. These are all the ones on the black hangers that will be going to my new apartment. These are the ones on the brown hangers that will be staying at my house where my mom lives. And so the rest of the stuff in here that I need to be packed up, again, these are like my socks and my underwear. I'm pretty sure I'm literally just going to like pull out and then lay it on its back in the car. So like that's not a problem. Then I have this bag of bags and I have this bag of bags. So this will maybe be helpful in carrying some things. And then this purple shoe box is for my cowgirl boots. So that's easy, I'll put those in there. And then I have a cooler back here that I'll use for anything in my fridge that I'm gonna take with me. And then this is like, that's like part of a Halloween costume, so that's kind of random. These are some shoe boxes that I may or may not use to carry like my trinkets and things. And then this is completely empty, so that can be used to help carry random items as well. So let's see if we can basically clean all of this up really quickly. I'm the type of person who will save like gift bags, like just in case, but never use them. These things. Just kind of organizing. You can actually see that I stomped too hard in these boots because the end is starting to come off. Oh, it's worse on this one. So they're not really even to stand up in, but I just have one more season of games to wear these two. So good morning, everyone. The next thing that I'm going to be packing up today is my desk area. Now over here next to my desk, I have this little like 3-drawer system with a bunch of stuff inside of it. So basically I'm going to take it out and figure out if I should just take everything in these individual bins or how I should kind of do that. Okay, so let's see what we have in this first bin. So I have external storage drive, which needs to be handled very carefully. So I'm going to put that kind of aside. I'm going to have maybe like a little category for valuables. I have like my sunglasses. I have like my mouse and little plug-in for my mouse. So those are like electronics, cards. Let's see. You can see that it's just like a bunch of office supplies type things. So all of this can probably just be taken in this bin and be fine. Oh, look at these cute little, this is a cute little thing from a concert. And then look, this is my pawpaw. How adorable is that? Best friends forever. Oh my gosh, and here's more. Here's one of me and my dad. How cute. Okay, so this, I will just probably like put some like towels in or random stuff. Like if I have any extra clothes, I can put it on top of that. And those will just sit like in the floorboard of the car. The next one, this is the rest of my like electronic type stuff. So I have my Beats headphones in here with like a mouse, which I think I need to give this back to my boyfriend because I don't really use this. And I don't know if I'll bring all of this stuff back with me to college when I go back. Because honestly, there's a lot of stuff that I don't use on a daily basis. I've never used this fan before, but I know that these are like super popular. I feel like it would just drain my battery, but I guess that's worth trying. I have, oh, look at this. My friend painted this calculator for me from high school when I was in AP Calculus. Gorgeous. Other calculators, other markers. Oh, this is also where my command strips are. Okay, here is the little case for my sunglasses. Okay, so this will also just kind of sit. And then last but not least is my craft drawer, which sounds kind of silly, but this is where I have all of my like hot glue, my paint, some Play-Doh that I have hardly ever played with, my camp name tags. Okay, so I grew up going to a summer camp where we make like special name tags. So like some of these are not like the prettiest ones. This one is gorgeous. I didn't make that one, somebody made it for me. But I have this one that I painted. This one I painted, but I don't love it. This one I love. I like hodgepodge that one. This one, cute, Vicky T. That one. Anyways, I just have like a bunch of cute little name tags that I've made and a bunch of stickers. I think that next year I probably will leave this stuff at my house because I honestly don't craft that much at school. And the only reason that I use my like hot glue gun is when I'm scrapbooking for like trips and stuff. But I don't know if I'll have that much time to do that during the actual school year. So I have a feeling that this drawer is kind of going to just like stay at home during the year. And then I have now this empty thing. So I'll probably end up having to put this in my car and then like shove things into it to make it make sense, but we'll figure out how to get this thing into my car. Okay, I also am going to dismantle this little random corner of my desk and take out these stickers, these little I think these are my these are like my personal little letters to people, and I'll put all of this stuff into like these bins over here and pack that up. Who could ever need so many pens? And then I have, oh, this is cute, but this is really cute, but really dusty. It's a little like champagne bubbles. So it's actually just bubbles, but what a cute little package. I think I got this from some kind of event, but I never actually used it. That's really adorable. And then I have a little lighter for my candles. And then cute little stickers. Good luck, babe. This is from Circle K, Honors College. Oh, these are really cute ones. They're like textured and it's like you like follow the line. So it's like breathe in, hold, breathe out, breathe in. Anyways, and then also this one is kind of the same way where it's like inhale, hold, exhale, hold. So love those. And then I have more stickers that I haven't used. This is cool. This is like a little ticket that came out of like a really old leather jacket that I have. Okay, and then I have my little zaps from Gillette. Cute, 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 cute. More stickers from Body Appreciation Week. Love your body. Your body rocks. Nourish yourself. All things that we should all be doing. I have little note cards, flashcards. I think this used to have all the books that I had read. And I had read like 160 books in 1 year or something. Or maybe more. Like, look at all of these that are listed. That's crazy. Wow. Well, that's good to know what I've read. And then I have this card. I think this is from my aunt saying good luck on my junior year. Oh, how cute. Okay, look at me as a child. How freaking cute. Little Christmas baby. Oh, look at that picture at the beach. Baby's first beach trip. Oh, that's really adorable and awesome. Just gonna take these and put them in here. And then those we'll probably take back with me to college. That will probably stay. I'll put something else in there. I also need to dismantle this little bulletin board. I probably need to put all my cards in one place and then divvy up the things that I actually want to keep. See, bulletin boards are bad for me because they kind of lead me to like hoarding, because I'm like, yeah, I can keep all these little things. I'll just put it on my bulletin board. But then it's time for the bulletin board to come down, I think. Another card, and then look how timely is this. This is my sheet that I put up for the accelerated master's program, and now I'm in it and I'm about to start my last year of the program. And then these are from my time in my community service club. So these are like my little, like we do awards and then we make little fun things for them. So this is 1 year I recorded over 50 hours of service, and then this year was with the year that I was actually the president of the club. And I got over 100 hours of service, and we had like a tiki theme, so that's why it's a flamingo. So now my bulletin board is clear. Now I'm gonna put all of this stuff in these little boxes. I also have these two awards that I'll need to like kind of wrap and pack up, but these two are also from my community service club that I was the president of, and I got district level awards, which was really awesome and really cool, but I'll have to pack these up really carefully. Okay, also underneath where that little thing was, I also looks like I have a bunch of stickers. So from like class projects and like having to make posters. So I'm gonna put these in this package here. And then also this is my old computer case. How cute. Okay, now that the desk area is done, I'm now gonna take some more things off of my bedroom wall. I think I already showed y'all my vision board that has faded so much since I had to make it freshman year for a class. But this will come down, and then also my mirror and these paintings. How pretty are these? I found them at a thrift store. I love them. This is likely gonna go. And this is likely gonna go too. I also found this one at a thrift store. How gorgeous is that? And then I'll also take down this, which my boyfriend made me in high school because I'm the #1 best girl ever. And then this little thing, which I wish I had put, it's supposed to be closer to the light fixture, but I did a little bit off. And then my Hogwarts house and my bulletin board. That's weird. Instead of leaving it like this, it just took this rough part off. All right, now all the walls in my room are completely bare and empty, which feels so bizarre, but it had to happen. The room just feels like so big now, but it was so cozy before. But it's like the weird feeling where you've been in a space forever and then you take everything off. And now it's my worst nightmare of taking these little stickies off and like the nails. That's the absolute worst part for sure. Okay, the curtains are about to come down. We're gonna take them down. They were a big pain to put up, which I luckily did not have to find out about because my sweet, generous, nice boyfriend did it for me. And now he's about to take them down for me because he is the best in the world. So we'll see how easy these are. I am planning to use them again in my apartment next year, so hopefully this goes well. So I have to take down all of these lights also, which I never even barely use. And also, this is something that I put a work order in for. It's like all the way down the ceiling, and they said that it was done dripping, so they were not going to do anything about it. And now there's mold growing, so I did put that in as a work order a while ago, and now that's going to be their fault that it's mold. Okay, so now I'm moving on to the kitchen, and this is probably one of the last things that I'm gonna prep for today before the big move out day tomorrow. So I have all of my glasses, mugs, tumblers, random water bottles, and my Tupperware. So I'm gonna put all of the, like this lower shelf into the boxes that it came in. Quite the feeling. There's no way this was 12. Oh, this was 12. Oh, no. Freaky spot. Oh, freakies. Tumblers yet. It's moving day. Okay, so these are all the little trinkets that were on my bookshelf. So I'm about to package all of these up, and I think my plan of action is that I'm gonna put everything in a shoebox, and instead of buying bubble wrap, I have like 1,000,001 like plastic bags. So I think I'm just gonna use the plastic bags as kind of bubble wrap to wrap everything. I also have these shells over here and little trinkets. This is a cat. It is so ugly. I made it at like a pottery class that me and my boyfriend did at like a little artsy place in Tuscaloosa. These are things that my grandma knit me. Look at this adorable little acorn. He's already cute, right? You look at him and you're like, wow. Oh, let me put his hat on. You're like, wow, you're so adorable. Now you take the hat off and oh my God. It's literally a little baby elephant. Look at her crochet work. And now it's like a baby to this one. How freaking cute. How freaking cute is that? Look at him. And then I have my magic 8-ball. Let's ask it a question, shall we? Is this move going to be easy? Oh God. And then over here, more specifically, this is a little succulent that I got from my friend, and it has been growing on the side, but I need to take these dead leaves off at the bottom. And it's in this cute little elephant pot. And then I have these. These are my full shells that we found at the beach. They're all whole, except for that one has a hole in it, but this stack is whole. And then these little ones. And then this is the pokiest little plant my mom and my brother brought back for me from Arizona, and I'm not going to touch it because it will actually hurt you. And then these are some shells from just our last beach trip. So my brother found all these on the ocean floor. And then this, well, this is really special because I got a hole-in-one at a free game hole at Pirates Island, which means I can have one free game next time we go. And then this I also made at our little pottery class, which it's not the best, but it is pretty cute. So it's like a little knick-knack holder. And then over here on my kitchen counter, the little trinkets that I have to pack up, I have this shell, a little candle. This is my cat Lewis, or his name is Louie, but. And then this little like Lion King frog on a rock, which is super cute. And also, how adorable is this frame? This in here is like a temporary tattoo that I got from a beach trip one time. I just put it in here. I don't know why, but I got this at a thrift store and it does not disappoint. My friend awarded me with the Smartest Cookie Award, so one of my prized possessions. Okay, now let's do a little magnet tour. Okay, so over here, these are magnets that I brought from my house at home, and then these are ones that I have collected over time of being here. These two are my dad's. So it's like a cute little rah-rah Snoopy, and then this one, smokers will be pummeled with punishing blows all over their bodies. because we do not smoke in this house. And then this one is actually, it's a funny story because my grandparents gave us this one, and then I ended up actually going there. So I'll kind of like move this over to my Italy ones, which is like my biggest collection over here. So I went to Italy on a study abroad, and I got this one at a museum. It was like my favorite art piece. It's like, I don't remember what it was called actually. This is from Ravenna, which is also where my little mosaic turtle is from. This is from Venice because we rode in the gondola, obviously. This is from Bologna, which is actually where our study abroad was located. And then these I got at the cutest little ceramic shop. I love them so much. And this one I got at the same shop as those. This one is from Parma, where we actually had Parmesan and like prosciutto that was like from this town. And then, like I said, we went to Ravenna. And then also over here, this is like that little fairy tray trinket that I showed you. I made this after one of my favorite books by Sarah J. Maas, the queen herself. And then this is kind of a creepy one, but we went to Strasbourg after going to Paris over our last trip. And look at these little kids with like the black eyes. I wanted to kind of fix that, but it's super cute and very much matches what it looked like there. And then this is just like Tuscaloosa, what's going on in Tuscaloosa for the next year. Okay, my mom and brother are on the way here right now to help me pack up everything and move out. So I'm just doing a few last things before they actually get here. So right now I'm gonna take up the rug, and then I'm just really excited for them to get here because I feel like I'm kind of at a stopping point where I don't really know what else to do or where to put some things, or the best way to pack like my pillows. Do I put them in a garbage bag? Do I put them in like a bin where I can do the lid on? So I'm excited to hear my mom's input and get her help with everything else. The more things that I pick up and the less homey it feels in here, the more I feel just okay with leaving this place and taking all of the things that are actually my stuff to a different home, to a different apartment where I can make it my own again, because, you know, it's my things. And even though this apartment has served me, it's definitely making it a little easier the more that I pick up and the less like homey it feels. So this is kind of the state of things as my mom is about to get here. So I have all of my bedding on the bed right now. And like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna put it in these trash bags or in a big bin or something like that. So we're gonna figure that out with my mom. And then I also have these leftover things from my desk area. One jade plant over here, and then 2 more in the living room. And then these, you already saw me pack up these 3 bins. I have some miscellaneous things still on my actual desk. And then the bathroom definitely still needs to be cleaned up some more, because obviously that looks like a mess. And I need to take my shoe hangers off of these doors. I also am gonna have to take everything out of all of the kitchen cabinets over there, which is gonna be rough, and then clean off the rest of this island. Need to figure out how we're gonna transport all these blankets. I guess I might just use like the laundry basket that they're already in to transport them. I have one more standing lamp. I have a lamp over here in this corner, and like I said, another one of my jade plants, and then I have my curtains. I have my rug over here in this corner that I just picked up, and then all of my suitcases. So that's basically what my mom is about to come and walk into, and hopefully it's not too daunting for her and we can figure it all out together. And like I said, also all the furniture in here actually belongs to the apartment, so it was furnished for me. So we're not gonna have to move any couches, chairs, tables, beds, or anything like that. Okay, Okay, there's a lot more than we anticipated for, and this is really taking a second. So sorry if I'm not filming much, but it's crazy. Okay, this is what we're looking like right now in my mom's car. My car is literally already filled to the brim, so we're on car 2. Okay, this is definitely a lot more stuff than we thought that it was gonna be, so we're having to take a lot more trips up and down the elevator again and again, but we're gonna get it done. We filled up about 2 cars and now we just have my boyfriend's, so we're gonna see if we can get it done. Okay, I am hot, sweaty, and tired, but about to hit the road. My car is so full. It's full, literally, to the brim. My plants are like down here. And this is also the same way that my mom and my boyfriend's car are. And I am still going to have to take another small, like super small trip tomorrow because there was just not enough stuff, like enough room. There's nothing like more inspiring to get rid of everything that you own than having to carry it all out of your apartment. So I'm about to do a lot of purging, I think. All right, guys, it is the next day and it sounds so much more echoey in here than usual. I came back and I basically cleaned everything. That was the last thing I needed to do. So now let me show you what the apartment looks like completely empty. So you walk in and here is the kitchen with none of my decorations, all the cabinets and all the countertops completely empty. My broom and vacuum are still here. I'm about to take those. And then here in the living room, it's just so weird to see none of my paintings, none of my little like blankets over here and all the things that would make it comfy. And here is my gorgeous, gorgeous pool view, which literally brought me so much joy. This balcony was just everything. Like I just loved sitting out here or like doing yoga out here. It's just so gorgeous. And I loved the view of this gorgeous pool that was so fun to swim in. And then you come over here, also from the balcony, you can actually like see my bedroom window. And then you come back in here. I went ahead and logged off on all of my streaming services on the TV. And when you come into the bedroom, none of my stuff is here. So this is literally what it looked like when I moved in. Except for when I moved in, whoever had it last had the bed like over here. And it was a much different setup. And then the bathroom is totally empty. Oh, this is crazy. And then the closet, of course, which looks so large when there's none of my stuff in here. I mean, who could ever need this much space? Me, apparently. So this is a very sad end of an era, but I'm about to have such a good year next year doing my master's program and rooming with one of my best friends. So I'm really excited. And this apartment has really just given me so much. Like living by myself, I really needed that, I think, to just come into my own and realize that I can do things by myself easily. And it's just, I don't know, life isn't as much of a challenge as I used to think it was. And gosh, I just have loved these past 2 years living alone. It's just been everything. But now on to future horizons. And it's also crazy to think that this might be my first and last time ever living alone. Which is just wild, but I have loved it. It's been amazing, and I'm just so excited to see what the next chapter holds. So go and see. In the next couple videos, I will be moving into my next apartment, and y'all can see all my decor and all my things and my new furniture, because I will have to furnish my next apartment, all going in there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I have just loved being in this apartment and making videos for y'all in here. So yeah, bye guys.